Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a review. I'm going to be talking to you about Up To This Point by Jennifer Longo. This was published on January 19th by Random House Children's. I received a copy of this through NetGalley. So the best way to actually tell you what this story is about is to just read the little description that they had on NetGalley. So pardon me while I'm looking at my computer. She had a plan, it went south. Harper is a dancer. She and her best friend Kate have one goal, becoming professional ballerinas. And Harper won't let anything or anyone get in the way of the plan. Not even the boy she and Kate are both drawn to. Harper is a Scot. She's related to Robert Falcon Scott, the explorer who died racing to the South Pole. So when Harper's life takes an unexpected turn, she finagles, read lies, her way to the icy dark of McMurdo Station in Antarctica. Extreme, but somehow fitting. Apparently, she has always been in the dark, dancing on ice this whole time, and no one warned her. Not her family, not her best friend, not even the boy who has somehow found a way into her heart. Now we can get to the review. I'm going to keep it spoiler-free for a while, and then I will let you know when that status changes. So starting off with the things that I really like reading about ballet. I was never able to do it as a child and I kind of always wanted to a little bit, but I just find it really interesting to read about now. And when I think about the other books that I've read about it, this one does seem very realistic in the aspect of how much time they have to do other things and how much time is actually put into practicing and doing things for ballet. So with that, it does seem very realistic, other than the Antarctica part, because that's a little harder to manage. Harper was a really fun character to read about. She was entertaining, she was funny, she was realistic. She was relatable, but there were some moments where I just really wanted to like slap her because she was doing something really stupid. But at the same time, I appreciate those sides of her because they do make the character just a little bit more realistic. The relationships in this book are very well done. The relationship between her and her best friend is amazing. It's not perfect by any means, but it's real because nobody has that perfect relationship with anybody. The biggest problem I have with this book is how confusing it got because it was told almost in a dual perspective, but both from Harper's perspective. One took place in San Francisco in the past, leading up to how she got to Antarctica. And the other one was in Antarctica leading up to, you know, the end of the story, the resolution, everything like that. So it was really interesting to kind of go back and forth to see what she's doing and how she got there at the same time instead of just this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, now we're here and this is happening. It was a little more fun to read that way, but it was confusing because you don't know half of what's going on for like the first couple of chapters. Overall, this was a really great book. I really enjoyed it. I definitely can't wait to see what else Jennifer puts out because this was just really fun to read and I really enjoyed it. Now, if you haven't read this yet, I would suggest leaving because we're going to get into the spoilers section right now. So we're going to actually start with the love interests first. We have Owen and we have Aiden. Owen was so cute. He's the love interest that arises in San Francisco who Kate falls for, but he falls for Harper. And the relationship between the two of them was very iffy for a while because you could tell he liked her, but Harper was kind of weary about it. She wasn't very confident with it. And then she leaves. But Owen does this thing where he emails her every single day, but not in an obsessive, creepy way. It was more like he was getting to know her through her family because even though she was gone so far away, even though she ran away from him, he was gonna wait for her. And he even says it in one of the emails, you don't have to respond. You know, if you don't want anything to do with me, okay, but I'm gonna do this until you tell me to stop, kind of thing. So that was just kind of cool because he wasn't like, I'm gonna do this regardless of whether you want me to or not and I don't care what you say. Aiden, on the other hand, he was so much fun. Like, when we first meet him, he's fun, he's entertaining, he's flirty, I think he's Scottish, he's cute, or maybe he's Irish. But he's a fun character. But you realize as the story goes on, there are some things that he does that just don't sit right. They have a party and he encourages her to get drunk and then spend the night with him. What's gonna happen there? She ends up not spending the night with him, which I think is a very good thing because if she had, it might not have ended well. Because later on, they were having a conversation and she's like, we should do something after this together. And he's like, yeah, let's travel, let's do this, let's have fun together. And then he leaves the next day. Like, he hops on the plane to fly out of Antarctica. He just leaves. He doesn't tell her, he just gone. And it's kind of like, okay. Harper's reasons for going to Antarctica were a little bit childish, so it was kind of an expensive temper tantrum, which annoyed me some. But at the same time, I understand why she needed to go, why she needed to find herself. I just feel like she could have done it somewhere else. The book wouldn't be as interesting, obviously, because you wouldn't have a premise for it. So I did have a little bit of an issue with Harper's reasons for going, but at the same time, I did appreciate what the author did with it. So I would definitely suggest this. I think it was a great book. I think I give it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I just really enjoyed it. It was a really fun read. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can check out my next video. Have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye.